Yes, and this episode talks about a deadly new inmate threatens Sister Jude's chance of release from Briarcliff.
Yeah.
Who was the deadly new patient? A deadly new inmate. Do you know who the deadly new inmate is?
Yeah, Alma. Alma ends up going to Briarcliff. They send her to Briarcliff.
And she's deadly?
Yeah. She becomes hysterical. She chops Grace up.
No, that was at home. But I'm talking about.
Oh, somebody already there at Briarcliff?
Yes, a brand new inmate.
No.
Well, I guess I'll find out. But now we're doing
did you know?
No, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, no. I know, they got this polygamous life. And, and
Grace is all obsessed
about the aliens. Yeah.
And she is just kind of insistent on
she
bringing the children into that world.
Yeah.
But see, Grace is more like go with the flow kind of a person.
Right.
And Alma is the straight-laced kind of, that is going to be the one that
she can't accept it, basically. Her mind will not accept it at all.
Right.
Nope.
So
she basically loses it and chops Grace up.
Yeah, because Grace is so but Grace is so, that's all she thinks about, and that's all she wants the kids to learn about.
Right.
She doesn't want. Oh, they renamed her Betty Drake. That's right.
Judy. They renamed her Betty Drake, which of course is an actress. So if you don't know her, for anybody who doesn't know, she is an actual actress, or was. So she slips further and further into, basically.
Well, they renamed her that so nobody could find her.
Right.
And of course, Monsignor got appointed as cardinal, so he gets to leave.
Yeah. And then in 1969, Lana, this is when she publishes a book about her ordeal. And not all of it's true. Of course, she embellishes it. But this is where she becomes, starts becoming, the
very famous.
Right.
And she kind of forgets everybody.
Yeah.
In the process of becoming famous.
Exactly.
And the dangerous new inmate is this, they start bringing in not just the dangerous new patient that they bring in, the inmate, is actually played by Frances Conroy.
Right.
But she's not the angel of death.
No.
She's just
an inmate.
But Sister Jude still thinks she's
the angel of death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
And then we have a meanwhile.
Meanwhile,
back at the ranch. Okay, Alma ends up dying at the asylum. But Johnny seeks out that copy of Lana's book. He wants to continue his father's murderous work.
Well, because he went to that old, he found, I guess it was the original signed copy.
Yeah, yep.
And he went and he wanted it, and the woman said, well, that's my copy, I'm not going to sell it. And he said, I told you I want it.
Yeah.
So he ended up killing for it.
Yep.
So, because he said it's my mom wrote this book. It's the only thing I'll ever have of her.
Right.
She still wouldn't give it to him, so he took it by force. So, but it's so cool that, Jude has Pepper back with her.
Yeah.
And Pepper is actually intelligent now, so
yeah.
she can actually
I know. She's so wonderful.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, and there is old Alma at the insane asylum.
Yep.
So, this episode just sets us all up for, because this is episode, are we in episode 11 still?
Yeah, we're up to the 12th.
Oh, we're on 12.
Yeah,
Because.
No, 13. 12 is continuum. 13. We'll be on 13. Yeah.
Okay, because in episode 12, does he come and get Jude in episode 12, or does that happen all in the very last episode?
It happens all in the last episode.
Oh, a lot happens in this episode. So we're up to the very last episode.
Yes.
Which is called, what's the very last episode called?
Madness Ends.
Ends. Okay. In this episode, does the episode start out where he actually goes to Kid goes to one of Lana's book signings?
Yes.
And he listens to her read part of it, and he realizes she's kind of embellishing it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Not all of it's true.
Yeah, and he goes and meets up with her after, and they go for coffee. And he asks her, how come she never went back for, she said she tried to go back for Jude, but they told her that she had died.
Right.
And then that's when he tells her the whole story that she was there under his assumed name, and he actually went back and got her.
Right.
And took her to live with him.
Right.
And
in this episode, in this one, it's all in this. This episode has so much in it.
It sure does, because it wraps everything
I think they should have put some of that in the last episode. You know what I mean?
Yes. Because...
Wow.
It was a long episode. It was the climax. And so much.
So much going on. Oh, my God. Yeah, Kid secretly gets Judy out of there.
Yes. And brings him home, and she actually helps raise the two children.
Yes, she did. Yes.
She had a little bit of trouble at the beginning because she tried to revert back to her sister Jude ways. But after a while, they formed like a little family, and then unfortunately, Jude got sick.
Yeah.
And the kids had special powers. It's like when she blew I remember this one scene just like so vividly in my mind that she had one of her fits and she was yelling at the kids and they just walked up to her and took her by the hand and walked her out into the field and then they came back and it was like everything was fine.
Yeah.
And then it showed them, over the years how they all, she became so close with the kids and it was like did she have Alzheimer's?
No, she had a brain tumor.
A brain tumor. I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, she only lasted like 6 months.
I knew it had something to do with the brain.
Yeah. Apparently it was a brain tumor. And then Lana, of course, is, leading a crusade against to close Briarcliff, of course. And, of course, exposing Dr. Arden as a Nazi war criminal.
Yes.
And then the Monsignor kills himself.
Yes.
Over this, so... and
then Lana comes back into Kit's life and becomes really involved with the children.
Yeah.
And
which is a good thing, because Kit develops pancreatic cancer.
Yes.
And he's taken away by the aliens. The aliens are back, 3rd time.
They come and take him. They come take him away, and he probably is living somewhere happily ever after.
Yeah, we've never seen again. Nobody knows what happened to him after that.
Well, he's probably living happily ever after with Grace somewhere.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because absolutely. I would agree.
I would like to think
I think we're that, maybe that's what we're supposed to think, which is a good thing.
Yeah. And both of the kids grew up to be, one became a doctor, I think.
Yeah,
like
something.
The daughter became a doctor and the son they both were highly intelligent.
Yeah.
Succeeded at everything they did, and I think that had to be the alien stuff in them, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
There you go, the alien stuff again.
Yeah.
But it wrapped everything up in a tiny little package, and you kind of had a happy ending. Which...
Well, yes, for that. But then we have Johnny. He confronts Lana after...
Yeah, he was working with her, but she knew it was him the whole time.
After the interview, by pointing a gun at her. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
And... I mean, I guess you just know.
And then he reveals he's her son. Surprise!
And she said, I knew that already.
Yeah.
She said, could you look just like your father?
Yep.
And then it just kind of blew me away. What she did at the end. It blew me away that she blew him away.
Yeah. And then she talks him into putting the gun down before shooting him herself. Boom.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it was great.
You thought that just maybe, she'd have a little bit of compassion for this guy.
Nothing.
She had no feelings for him whatsoever. But then again, after everything that the father did to her, but it's not the son's fault either.
No.
But maybe if she had loved him from the start, he wouldn't have turned out that way. Yeah,
very true.
Nature
That's a good
nurture.
Yes, but maybe he had already. It was in him, the genetics from his dad to do the same thing.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
But you're saying nature versus nurture. That brings up a whole.
Oh, that's a whole. Yeah. We're not gonna go into the
nature versus nurture.
Yes. And then it flashes back to the first episode, Welcome to Briarcliff, which Jude tries to convince Lana to give up her desires to interview the killer, Bloodyface. She flashes back to that. So, interesting.
Yeah, it was, the whole thing was just, I think, the whole the whole season was done so
Oh,
absolutely
yes.